this mug. Is this not the most beautiful mug you've ever laid your eyes on? I am obsessed with this. This is from a very talented ceramic artist. Their Instagram is rosegrown, and I just love it. So, you wanna know what a doula is? You came to the right channel. My name is Carly. I am a labor and postpartum doula, and I create content here on my channel all about pregnancy and labor and motherhood and pretty much everything that falls in between. And it is my passion to support, empower, and educate pregnant people so that they can have the birthing experience that they deserve. And if you're looking at this video, you're probably like, cool, Carly, what the heck is a doula? A doula is many, many things, but I am going to talk you through some of the main things that a doula does, what they focus on, and how they might be able to support you and your pregnancy. Before we jump into it, I would love if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I'm so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, which has been a huge goal of mine, and I would love to have you as a part of this empowering community. And if you're so far enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much, and it helps other people on the internet who are looking for this information find it as well. So give it a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and jump into it. So a doula is somebody who provides continuous support to a birthing person throughout labor. They are not a medical professional. They simply provide a variety of things that fall into 4 different pillars. The first pillar being physical support. This comes in the form of literally hands-on soothing touch in the form of massage or counter pressure or using a rebozo, or literally helping the birthing person get into actual positions that they can use during labor to find comfort, or applying a warm or cold compress to the birthing person, or just like literally helping them walk around the room, go to the bathroom, get in and out of the shower, in and out of the tub, giving them food and water, literally anything that they need or request while they are in labor, and ensuring that their actual physical environment is the type of environment that they want. Having physical support throughout labor is something that is so powerful and so impactful to a birthing person because it can help them remain calm and feel like they are in control. And just having that human-to-human contact can give them so much more reassurance and confidence and just comfort in what is happening to them while they're going through such a transformative experience. Whether that be in a hospital setting, in a birthing center setting, or in a home birth setting, a doula is somebody who can be there for you in any type of birthing situation. Or if you're having a free birth at home without anyone, a doula is someone who could also attend that. And the biggest key difference from a midwife or a nurse or an OB or anyone who is a medical professional is that a doula's primary person of interest is their client. It is the birthing person. They don't have a primary interest of a hospital or a practice or wherever they work. And so their primary interest is to support the birthing person and how they want to give birth. The second pillar of a doula's position is to provide emotional support. This is making the birthing person feel cared for, nurtured, and ensuring that the birthing person feels a sense of pride and empowerment when it comes to their birth and the decisions that they're making around their birth. When you think back on your birth, the way that you remember it, your experience of your birth, your doula's intention is to enhance that birthing experience to ensure that you have a positive memory. Whereas nurses and midwives and OBs are paying attention to your medical issues and all the things that are following around you and your baby's medical needs, your doula is there to ensure that you're being focused on as far as like your mental health is concerned and your emotional health. And there's just a lot of emotions that someone processes whenever they're having a baby. And so your doula is there to ensure that you have all the emotional support that you can need as well. And one of the biggest parts of this is continuous presence. This is somebody who is with you from usually in the early onset of your pregnancy, during the first trimesters, throughout your actual labor, and then into postpartum. So having that continuous presence of somebody who is there to exclusively care for you as the birthing person and nurture you as the birthing person is something that can enhance your birthing experience. This also comes in the form of reassurance and encouragement and praise and just being like your cheerleader whenever you're actually in labor, being another ear to listen to you whenever you're processing your birthing experience or processing your first few weeks into parenthood, or if it's your second baby or third baby, processing your newest addition into your family and how everybody is coping with it. It's somebody who can help you work through your fears and doubts before labor and help you kind of decide what's really important for you and how you can talk about it and how you can prepare yourself for labor. So much of labor starts in your mind that it's somebody who can help you get prepared and ready and feel like you have more support when you actually go into labor. The third pillar is informational support. If you're a first-time parent, or even if you're a second-time parent and you had like a difficult experience your first time around and you're wanting more information about what to expect and how to prepare, and just generally having guidance about what's gonna happen during birth or what can happen during birth, this is where a doula can come in handy. Not only before you actually go into labor, in the weeks leading up to labor, doulas can provide a lot of information and support and resources and recommendations for like community engagement. Not only can they provide that whole bag, doulas also provide information to you while labor is going on. There are some times when you just will feel a little lost, even after you've had education and classes and all the information you can. When you're actually in labor, there might come a time when you're feeling really overwhelmed and just kind of like discombobulated because of what's going on. And maybe if it's your first experience too, labor is just an emotional experience. And so sometimes you will find yourself just kind of not being able to focus on one thing at a time. And your doula is there to be kind of like this calmness for you during all of the different things that can happen during labor and to keep you informed and understanding things. And if you have questions, ensuring that your doula can get the answers for you or get somebody to talk to you about the answers and make sure that you just have all the information that you need. I think a lot of people are surprised about all the decisions that they end up having to make during labor and like immediately following labor. There are a lot of things that kind of go on. I think a lot of times people show up and just think that a lot of the answers will be answered for them by their OB or their doctor or their midwife or whoever's delivering your baby. And a lot of times people do come to find out that they have a lot of decisions to make and maybe not a whole lot of information to make those decisions on. So your doula is there to help provide the information that you need, resources that you need, and just kind of guide you through it. They're also there to just guide you through labor and like what's actually happening to you, ensuring that if you have questions about something that's happening, like, is this normal? Is this progressing how it should be? Like, what position should I get in to help me alleviate this type of pain? Like, what does this mean? Why am I making these crazy noises? Like, what's this water coming out of me? Like, why do I feel like I have to poop? There are so many things that happen in labor. Maybe you're just like, I don't know what this is. Is this normal? And half of that is just ensuring that you have someone there who can guide you and tell you, yes, this is normal, you're doing great, and keep going. Your doula is also there to help walk you through what to expect if you're having any kind of medical procedures and just kind of, you know, how things might play out or what to expect and like what could occur. Like I said, doulas are not medical professionals. They're not gonna give you advice or medical opinions about anything, but they can tell you this is what you can expect to happen. Like after this, once you have an epidural, like this is what it will look like. If you have to have Pitocin, like this is what Pitocin is. And another huge part of a doula's role is to help your partner process what's going on. A lot of times partners can feel a little on the outside or overwhelmed or just like they have no idea what's going on, or maybe they're not engaged at all and you want them to be engaged. Your doula is somebody who can help bridge that gap between the birthing person and the partner just to ensure that they have everything that they need too. It's also a huge emotional experience for your partner to go through. Or if it's not your partner, your loved ones, your mom, your friend, your dad, whoever's gonna be there with you, your doula can help bridge the gap between, you know, all the emotions that a birthing person experiences and all the emotions that a supporting person experiences. And the fourth pillar is advocacy. Now, this is something that I want to be really clear about what advocacy is defined as, because there are a couple of interpretations, and there's one specific one that aligns with some doulas' perspectives of what their role is. Some doulas don't really have advocacy as a pillar in their practice. This is kind of like a doula by doula basis, because some organizations don't train on advocacy and others do. So there is a definition of advocacy that is speaking on behalf of someone else, right? Like if I know my birthing person doesn't want an epidural, when someone comes in and asks, if I as their doula say, no, they don't want an epidural, that would be speaking on behalf of them, right? Another definition of advocacy is supporting an individual or group to gain what they need from a system. And so what that would look like if somebody came in to ask about an epidural, it would just be to hold space for the birthing person to answer themselves. So advocacy would look like encouraging the birthing person to speak for themselves and to use their voice to communicate what it is that they want to their medical provider, and just hold that space for them. And if they feel intimidated, or if they feel overwhelmed, or if they feel like they're being ignored, being able to be that person to hold that space for them and encourage them to speak for themselves. It can also come in the form of just amplifying their voice. If they said something and somebody isn't listening, then being able to amplify and saying, excuse me, the birthing person had this to say, and I think that they want to communicate this with you again. This also comes in the form of just helping the birthing person and their partner work on ways to positively communicate with healthcare providers, giving them guidance and kind of tips about the questions to ask and how to ask them, and different types of responses they can expect and what further information they might want to get. Asking them if there are any procedures happening or like medical decisions being made, ensuring that the doula is checking in with the birthing person just to say, it looks like your doctor is about to do this. Do you have any questions about this? Is there anything about this that you want more information on? Do you feel comfortable with this happening? So a doula's role is not to replace the voice of the birthing person, it's just to amplify that birthing person's voice even more. But that does it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you're leaving this video with a better understanding of what a doula is and what a doula does. And again, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If it's still red, click it and make it gray so that we can hit 1,000 subscribers. We're so super close. And whenever I do hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be doing an awesome giveaway with some pretty cool prizes. But seriously, I'm so excited to hit 1,000 subscribers and to do a really fun giveaway. So whenever that happens, be sure to keep your eyes out for that. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.